Good morning, good morning. This morning I'm just going to revamp a little table in my summer house. Just zhuzh it up a bit. I'll show you the table and then you can watch me paint it if you feel like you might like to do that. It's just an IKEA thing, but it's a bit old and a bit cracked and it's tatty really, so that's why it's in the summer house. I was going to decoupage it because I do like to do that. But I've actually decided to do more or less what I've done with this table. You see, I painted that like a tiger print. And that's just one of those fold out wooden TV tables. I painted that years ago actually, so it's lasted really well, just with acrylic paints. So I've decided I'm going to do the same with the tray table, but perhaps in these lovely pinks. I really hope you can hear me okay. The traffic's quite noisy, so it's quite distracting, but hopefully you can't hear it. So I like to paint with acrylics, so just cheap basic acrylics. They're about £2.50 a tube, and I use them for my artwork, but I also use them in things like this, little projects like this. So I also, when I'm not using a big palette, I'll use something like this. Is the back of a shiny magazine, because it's got a nice shiny surface. I use these for mixing palettes. So shiny magazines are brilliant little mixing palette if you don't have a proper palette with you. So mixing palette, I've got my brushes and I've got my paint, and I am now going to attempt to paint the little tray table. So let's start by getting a load of pink on. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. That's a lovely colour. I'm going to mix the two pinks together. So hopefully you can see the nice colour. So I'm going to put a little bit of, teeny bit of water on my brush, and then I'm just going to mix. And I'm not really worried about getting a really good mix, because I think it's going to look nice if it's not all just one colour. You know, if you've got different shades of pink. Yeah, that's very me. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So basically, first of all, I'm just going to paint the whole tray with this lovely pink acrylic for my base before I put my either leopard spots maybe, or tiger. So that's the tray done. Let's just do along the sides. The other thing about acrylic paint that I love is that it's very fast drying. For some artists, they don't like it because you can't play with it too much before it's dried. But I love the fact that it dries so quickly, and with the sun on it, it's going to be dry in minutes. It means I can get on with it really. I don't have the patience to wait for paint to dry. So there we go. That's one little pink painted tray, and I might just pop it outside for 10 minutes to dry in the sun. Then we can get the animal print onto it. That's the fun part. There, that will be dry in literally a few minutes. The only downside really about acrylics is that because they dry so quickly, you've got to be quite swift with cleaning the brushes. I am not. I get through so many art brushes. When I'm in the middle of a painting, I'll just put down the art brush and I leave them everywhere, and then they're dry and crusty. They are water-based, so they wash out in water, which is perfect for me anyway. But I'd love to paint with oils. I'd love to have a go at oils, but I know with my ADHD, the time that it takes for an oil painting to dry, it would drive me mad. I have to move on. So I'd have to, you know, I like it if it's dry, I can take down the canvas and put another one up straight away, and there you go. But each to their own. Everybody has their medium that they really enjoy, and for me it's acrylics. So I'm just sitting here waiting for that little tray to dry, which will only take a few minutes, especially in the sun, and just appreciating the sun. Doesn't it make you feel better? I feel so much better now the sun's out, and we've had such a good run of it. It's only in the UK, it's normally a bit grotty in April, to be honest, or quite cold anyway, but it's just been bliss. I've so enjoyed the sun. I don't know what I'm going to do if the sun disappears and the wind comes back and the rain comes back. That would be difficult, but I just feel so much better. My mood is totally different when it's sunny. How about you? Does it really affect you? Does the sun really affect you? What the weather's like? I'm a typical English person. I'm so affected by the weather. It's really sad, actually. So back to my disposable palette. So I've got just enough room for the black bit on there because I made quite a mess with the pink. So big splodge of black, and we'll have a go at doing the tiger stripes.
Sunflower.
So the sun is actually coming in onto this little tray and causing all sorts of shadows and patterns. So it's probably not the best way for me to show you painting the tiger stripes. So go off, get a coffee and come back when the sun has literally just slipped round the corner of the summer house, and then we'll get on and paint it. Well, I can't wait any longer, so I'm going to get on with the stripes. Let's get some black onto our palette. There we go, so quite a lot of black. And then we're just gonna go for it. Go. So we'll just do some little shapes. So we kind of do random little shapes, really. It's really hard to explain how to do it, but just kind of do, make it up as you're going on, really. And that doesn't look like anything right this minute. That doesn't look like anything, but once you put, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. You can see that. So there's a bit more. Can you see how I'm going up over the edge as well, just to give it a bit more depth? Makes it a little bit more effective if you can just sort of continue your stripes up over the sides like that. You just make it up as you go along. So do you see? Anyway, I'm going to finish it and I'll show you the end result. So to continue the tiger stripes over the edge. So there we are. You see how simple that it was still a bit wet because I've literally just finished. See how easy and effective that is. So what do you think? Have a go. You say I do it with acrylic paints, but you could use Posca pens. To be honest, you could use household emulsion. You could use anything you like, really. And if you want to, I mean, there's acrylics, they're quite, like I said, the little yellow table has been done like that for years and had coffee cups on it. It's been fine, but you could seal it if you really wanted to. I guess you'd just put a clear varnish over it, or maybe you could put a spray lacquer over it. But yeah, there you go. So I may now paint the legs, and then that is it. So there, all finished. Now we can throw away our little palette. So remember that glossy magazines make a great mixing palette. I need to put that in some water. So hopefully you enjoyed my little project. It's my tray. I've just shown you, really, it is super easy. Just have a go, have some fun with it. It is great fun. It's funky. So anyway, thanks for watching that, and hopefully you'll come back and see me again. Bye for now.